In the Catskills, a guy gets yeeted out of a helicopter and doesn't live to tell the tale. Meanwhile, Jack Reacher's in Arkansas, casually shutting down a carjacker like it's just another Tuesday. But then he spots a military code hidden on his ATM receipt. Turns out his old army buddy Frances Neagley planted it to grab his attention. She drops the news. Calvin Franz, their former teammate, was the helicopter victim. Reacher, Neagley, and another ex-unit member, David O'Donnell, team up to investigate. They find a data drive Franz hid, listing sketchy AM names and cryptic numbers. Neagley reveals another teammate, Stan Lowery, died in a suspicious accident 2 years ago. Now only 7 from their unit are left. They head to Tony Swan's place only to find it empty and his dog dead. Reacher pieces it together. Someone's systematically wiping out their old unit and they're just getting started. Reacher spots a tail and, well, handles it, only to realize the guy's NYPD detective Guy Russo. Awkward. After that hiccup, Reacher, Neagley, and O'Donnell roll to Atlantic City, where 2 more ex-teammates, Sanchez and Orozco, work as casino security. En route, they reunite with Carla Dixon, another former teammate, and let's just say there's some chemistry with Reacher. At the Neptune Casino, they meet David Wright, the head of security, who's oddly helpful. He sets them up in a swanky suite and uses his cop connections to investigate. Bad news. Sanchez and Orozco were kidnapped, murdered, and dumped in the same mountains as Franz. The team's being hunted and it's getting personal. Wright confirms no money's missing from the casinos, so those mysterious numbers they found? Definitely not about theft. The crew bolts back to New York, zeroing in on a shady company called New Age Technologies. Flashbacks reveal Shane Langston, New Age's security head, torturing Franz for info. Before being tossed from the helicopter, Franz warns Langston, "The big guy's coming for you." Yep, that's Reacher. In the present, Reacher's arming the crew when he and O'Donnell get arrested by Russo. But Russo's got a lead. Azari Mahmoud, the mastermind behind the AM aliases, is the prime suspect. Meanwhile, Neagley and Dixon visit New Age Technologies and chat with Marlo Burns, the director of operations. She IDs their would-be assassin as Trevor Seropian and even gives them his address. Suspiciously helpful, but hey, they'll take it. In Denver, Mahmoud realizes his cover's blown and tells Langston he'll be late to New York. Too bad for him, Dixon cracks the code from Franz's USB. It's a timeline, not random numbers. The crew storms Seropian's house, ready for action, and sure enough, New Age mercenaries ambush them. The team takes them down like pros, confirming New Age's involvement. Next, they raid New Age HQ and find proof Tony Swan, their missing teammate, worked there. The team digs deeper into New Age but clashes over Swan's role. Was he dirty or an undercover hero? No clear answers. They uncover notes from Senator Lavoie, exposing New Age's government contract for Little Wing, a missile program. Meanwhile, AM murders a plastic surgeon in Denver, steals his identity, and jets off to New York. The crew heads to Boston to grill Lavoie's aide. With Dixon's help, Oscar Finley arrests him, and after some convincing, the aide cracks. Little Wing is a missile program designed to never miss, and New Age plans to sell 650 of them to AM for terrorist attacks. Later, a biker gang ambushes them, but Reacher and the team handle it like it's a warm-up. Reacher then calls Langston, who tries to bribe him. Reacher's response? "Nah, dude, I'm throwing you out of a helicopter." Neagley and Dixon hit New Age's Denver facility, only to find the missiles already on a truck. AM's goons pull a switcheroo, faking a breakdown, killing the driver, and revealing 3 more henchmen hiding with the missiles. A shootout erupts, and while one goon escapes with the missiles, Neagley and Dixon take out the others. They find paperwork showing Swan signed off on the missile shipment, making him look even shadier. Meanwhile, Reacher and O'Donnell are in D.C., digging into AM at Homeland Security. Senator Lavoie finally steps up, offering to help stop the terrorist attack. Back in New York for Franz's funeral, Russo shows up and drops a bombshell. Langston and most of New Age's security are ex-NYPD detectives with sketchy pasts. During the service, two hitmen show up, gunning for the team. One's taken out, and Reacher and Russo chase down the other. The captured hitman claims Swan hired him to kill the team. But when he goes to collect payment at an abandoned building, it explodes. Swan's looking guiltier by the second. After the building explosion, Russo leads the team to Marlo Burns. She reveals Swan's been trying to stop New Age's terrorist plot all along. Marlo's been hiding because Langston threatened her and her daughter, Jane, if she kept helping Swan. Meanwhile, Russo discovers his boss is on New Age's payroll, leaking info about the team. They hatch a plan to use Marlo as bait to trap Langston and his goons. Reacher takes out most of the hitmen, but Langston escapes again. Neagley, Dixon, and O'Donnell save Jane, but Russo sacrifices himself to take down the remaining hitmen. It's a gut punch, but it fuels the team's resolve. Reacher and Neagley pay a visit to Lieutenant Marsh. He spills that Grant, the hitman who killed Russo, is alive in a hospital. Reacher doesn't hesitate. Marsh is dealt with. At the hospital, Reacher pulls a brutal stunt. He threatens to overinflate a balloon in Grant's bladder to force intel on the weapons deal. It works, but Reacher ensures Grant dies from an embolism as payback for Russo. Before they leave, a hitman disguised as a doctor attacks, but Reacher and Neagley take him down. Then Langston calls. He's captured Dixon and O'Donnell. Reacher lies, telling Langston Neagley didn't survive the hospital fight. Meanwhile, Dixon and O'Donnell endure torture. Reacher demands Senator Lavoie's private security, setting his plan in motion. Leaving Neagley outside for backup, Reacher storms into New Age alone, surrendering to Langston. While captive, Reacher learns the truth. Swan never joined Langston's conspiracy. He refused and was murdered for it. Langston even used Swan's body parts to frame him. Twisted stuff. Neagley and Lavoie's security team bust Reacher out. He doesn't waste time, jumping into Langston's helicopter, taking out the last bodyguard, and, true to his word, yeeting Langston out midair. Meanwhile, O'Donnell and Dixon are freed. Next, the team storms the New Age engineer's house, where AM is hiding. They take him out, but there's a twist. Reacher tipped off Homeland Security earlier. When Lavoie's security tries to kill the investigators as loose ends, Homeland agents swoop in, arresting Lavoie and his crew. For the finale, the team uses a Little Wing missile to blow up Langston's helicopter, ending the conspiracy. Homeland covers up the crash. The team splits $65 million with the families of their fallen allies before parting ways. Mission accomplished.